Happy New Year everyone, welcome back to Mrs. Juri Food Channel. In today's recipe I'm going to show you how to make the very best beef jollof rice for all your occasions. So let's get started. I am going to pour some oil in my cooking pot, and this is vegetable oil, and let it heat. When it's hot, I'm going to add some lean diced beef. You could also choose to use goat meat or lamb meat if that's what you prefer. Then I'm going to give it a little stir, and I'm frying it on medium heat. Then I'm going to add some beef and stick seasoning. And don't worry, I'm going to give you all the measurements in the description box. Then I am also going to add some smoked paprika. If you can't find smoked paprika, you can use just the regular paprika powder. But this one is much better. Next, I'm going to add some garlic granules. And again, if you can't find this one, you can use the garlic powder. And that's it for the beef seasoning. Now, I'm going to give it a little stir and then fry it for about, let's say, 7 to 10 minutes, or until I am satisfied with the color of the beef. So here it is after about 5 to 7 minutes, and I'm just going to leave it about 3 more minutes. And this is it. This is exactly how I like my fried beef. So I'm just taking it out of the oil. And here I'm just showing you a close-up of how it looks like. Now I am going to fry my sliced onions, and you can use any type you like. Don't forget to give it a stir, make sure it doesn't burn, and let it fry until the onions are translucent. So this would take you somewhere between 3 to 5 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm going to blend my bell pepper. I've got some onions, some fresh ginger, garlic cloves, and some hot scotch bonnet peppers. I'm going to blend it together with some spices, and here I've got some dried rosemary and some mixed herbs. So this is it. It's been blended, and I am going to add it to the onions straight away. I did add just a little bit of water to help it blend smoothly. All right, so this is it. Next, I am going to stir it and make sure I stir it very well, and still frying on medium heat. And I'm going to leave it on for about 5 to 7 minutes. Next, I am going to add my tomato paste or tomato concentrate or tomato puree, and I am going to add the whole tube you see here. And you might think it's a lot of tomato puree, but trust me, it is not. It is just the right quantity. So add it to it, stir it very well, and leave it to cook for about 9 to 10 minutes. And don't forget to stir it in between. Next, I'm going to blend my tomatoes, and I'm using plum tomatoes. I am adding it to the stew. And again, I am going to stir everything together, always checking my stove if it's not too high. Then I am going to add in some hot curry powder. You can also use the red curry if you prefer. I am also going to add some nutmeg powder. Nutmeg in jollof rice is just amazing. If you've never tried it before, you should do it. And some food seasoning. Also, I'm going to add some salt to taste, and then some jollof seasoning. By the way, this one is optional. If you don't have it, it's not a problem. And last but not least, I'm going to add some bay leaves. That's it for the seasoning. I'm just going to stir it, then cover it and leave it to cook for about 20 minutes on a medium heat to low. And look at this, so you can see that the oil has settled on top. I'm just going to give it a little stir again, and I'm going to add my washed rice. So this time I am using Thai Homali rice, which is fragrance rice, and I have about 8 rice cups, so you check how you like it. After adding it, I am going to stir it again, and then I'll be adding some liquid. But this time I am doing it very simple, although it will be very tasty. I'm going to add water to it, and I'll be adding about 2 cups. But if you've got, let's say, some beef stock or chicken stock or any meat stock that you have, you can also decide to use that one instead. Now stir it and cover it. Make sure you are cooking it on a low heat because it can burn very, very quickly. So this is after, let's say, 10 minutes, and I am going to give it a stir just to make sure it cooks properly and that it doesn't burn underneath. As I said, jollof rice can burn very, very quickly and easily. Right. So now to accelerate the cooking, I'm just going to cover it with some foil. You know, jollof rice cooked with a steam, and I know the naysayers, some people don't like using foil, so you can replace it with parchment paper or baking paper if that's what you prefer, or even a wet, clean white bag if that's what you have. Next, put the lid back on it and let it do its magic. Let it cook, but don't forget to come and check the rice from time to time, just as I'm doing here. So you can see here that it's not cooked yet, or not completely cooked, but I do need to stir it because you know why. And then I will cover it back with the foil, and I'll come back minutes later. So let's have a look here. Right, friends, it looks like our jollof rice is ready. Look at this beautiful color. This is exactly what we are looking for in jollof rice, and I can guarantee you that it smells so good. But that's not it. We need to complete our recipe, so this is the right time to add in your fried beef. I'm also adding my green and yellow bell peppers and some onions. I'm telling you, this jollof rice, the Ede Papa, amazing. You really have to try it. And now that our recipe is almost ready, we just need to stir it, and that's it. That's it, friends. I'm just giving you a close-up of this amazing jollof rice because you need to see it properly. I was so hungry, and no, come on. So now, guys, I'm just going to cover it again for a few minutes because I don't want the veggies to be too crunchy, although I don't mind, but it's for the kids as well. And this is it. So this is the final results. My beef jollof rice is finally ready and ready to be served. Right, I'm going to dish some rice on a plate for you to see it again properly. It's because I really want you to try this recipe because it was just amazing. Monshadi, look at this. And the taste, the taste, you just try it. You are going to love it, and it's just easy to prepare. You know how jollof rice tastes, and I paired it with some homemade beef kebabs, and it was just heavenly. Just heavenly, I am telling you, with your shito on the side, and that's it, and your bottle of chilled malt, and you are good to go. This is the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy it. Don't forget to send me pictures if you tried my recipe on my Instagram page. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time for another recipe. Bye bye, take care.